Hello people and welcome back to my channel. My name is Adora and this channel is Life with Adabeke. If this is your very first time seeing my beautiful face, welcome. Tell me in the comments what made you click. What about this video made you be like, I want to watch that. Let me know in the comments. For my OGs, for my returnees, for my, day ones, how far, what's up, how is everybody doing? Well, whoever you are, no matter who you are, please be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. But let's get into what brought us here today. When I first moved to the United States, so before coming to the US, I had come before coming to the US for school. Let me say, I had visited the US prior. I had come for holidays. I had an aunt who lives currently in California, and so I had visited her before then. But something in me was like, okay, like when I now come for school, it's going to be similar. Things will still flow, all that kind of stuff. My dear, hey God, the things I saw when I moved here, like some things were good, some things were weird, but it's just all those things that are new, those new experiences that anybody would see when they move to a different country. And so as usual, guess what? I have my notebook, my normal notebook. So, and I just wrote down some things and I just wanted to talk about them. Anybody who had any of these experiences, if you had a similar experience to me, please let me know in the comments. I want to know who else was going through the trenches the way I was, because some of these things, they were not that funny. Okay, the first one is food. Obviously, if you're going to any new country or any new place, food is going to be different. I expected the food to be different, but I guess I didn't expect certain things about the food to be different. Because every time I would come to the United States, we always stayed with my aunts, right? And other than maybe if we went a fast food, or if we went I don't know, maybe a restaurant or something like that, we normally ate at her house. We were still eating Nigerian food even though we were here in the US. So when I moved to college and meal plan, all that stuff, and actually started eating American food, you guys, hey God. I remember the day my mom dropped me for international student orientation, right? And so they had to take all of us to this burger place, right, that was near our school. And when we got there, sat down, everybody placed their order. And I just ordered a regular burger and fries and everything. You guys, they brought out my food for me. And the inside of the meat was raw, essentially. It was not done. Another problem. It was not done. But me, I was new in the country. I thought that was normal. I thought oh, this is a normal way that people used to eat food, that they used to eat meat here. And I did not say anything the whole time through. I just kept on eating my fries one by one. Because initially, I kind of felt weird about my accent. I was like, oh my God, I don't know what's going to happen. That's how I sat down there and ate fries and did not eat my burger. Eventually they noticed, my international student noticed that something was wrong. Then now realized, oh, it's because the meat was not cooked. Then he was like, what's going on? Is not it's raw. He was the one that alerted me that this is not normal, you understand? Then I was like, oh, okay. And then he was now the one that called the attention to the wait staff, and they eventually gave me, I didn't want to eat again, but eventually gave me a voucher to come back to their food place. But I just had a lot of these weird experiences when it came to food. I remember the very first time I saw this Mexican food, burritos. The rice in burritos, it looks like jollof rice. So I was like, oh my God, they serve jollof rice here. That's how I carried myself and scooped jollof rice, quote unquote. I went and scooped jollof rice for myself. You can imagine my surprise when it was not jollof rice. You can imagine.
I am in pain. I am in severe pain.
Well, yeah, so that was really me and food. Like, food was a big culture shock to me. Like, I thought that, oh, like, yes, there's the burgers and stuff, but there were so many things, like, people eating runny eggs, meat that was not really cooked through, all these medium rare and stuff. Like, all those things, like, then different foods that didn't, no pepper. Oh, God, let me not even get into the pepper matter. How can you be giving me food, no pepper, like, nothing? Some not even salt, just confusion. The food in itself was confusion. So food was one of those very big ones. And if you've made it this far, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, share, and we'll keep talking. Another one that people don't really think about, and I don't know, maybe it's because I went to school in California, dressing. So, okay. In Nigerian secondary schools, most secondary schools, we wear uniform, right? So I was very, very used to, like, having a very polished way of attending class. Your uniform must be crisp, ironed, all those things, you understand? In Nigerian secondary schools as well, in Nigerian universities as well, they dress really formally. In fact, each department even has, like, their own colors, all those kind of things. They dress really, put together. American schools is not like that. I had classmates that will jump out, as in they will wake up with their pajamas and be going to class, and nobody looks at you like you're weird. Everybody wears yoga pants, everybody wears sweats, with sweatshirts, with hoodie, everything. Like, as in, you would see people and you would think they're, like, as in, on what's this show called? Like, they just look like they just jumped out of bed, because half of them really did just jump out of bed. Yeah, so that's how they dress and be going to school. And it's normal. That's the life. Nobody complains. Like, it's normal. So me, initially, like, I would dress up and go to school, and people be like, oh my God, Adora, you look so cute.
Fly guy.
Yeah, to me, I was dressing normally. I was dressing, like, as in how I felt like a student should dress, right? But to them, I was overdressed. I was doing too much. I was coming to class doing a little bit too much. So initially, I queued up. I will not lie. I was like, so I don't have to be, looking put together, looking like a painting. Yeah, no problem. So I had all my pairs of yoga pants, all my pairs of nonsense shirts, and that's just how I used to, like, till today, I still, like, kind of dress down when it comes to going to classes. So that one was one of the positive ones that I actually liked. Positive culture shock. Another thing is formalities when addressing professors. Obviously, like, if you're Nigerian like me, or maybe from most African countries, at least, you don't call your elders by their name. You guys, you know what I'm talking about. You don't call elders by their name. Talk more of, like, your teachers. Mr. this, Miss that, you understand? Professor this, Doctor that, like, as in, everybody addressing with their title. In fact, some want you to call them
honorable, distinguished chairman, governor, anything, blah, blah, blah.
His Excellency or Excellent. Nigerians, they just love title too much. Like, we love title too much. So I kind of had that mentality coming here. But when I came here, like, some of the professors would just be like, oh yeah, just call me Mike. Me. Hey. Me. Call you Mike. How? But how? How am I going to call you Mike?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
So it was not possible. I remember one of my lab professors, other people would always call her doctor, So some people used to call her, like, professor. Some people used to call her, she'd just be like, yeah, just call me Karen. Like, just call me Karen. And I worked directly with her. And she'd be like, Adora, why don't you just call me by my name? I say, ma, first of all, you senior me with, as in, you use something strong to senior me, first of all. Not even talk about the fact that you are my teacher, a professor, a PhD, a Yale PhD. Sorry, please, I cannot call you by your name. I cannot. I just can't do it. Like, I still have a semblance of something called home training, so I can't. So yeah, that was, like, one of those culture shocks. Well, I think most people, I just call them Dr. this or Professor that, and for most people, it just became normal. I don't call them by their name. Another thing is, people were very, very confused about my accent, and I don't know why. Please, you that are watching me, is it not English I'm speaking? Oko English can now. Okay, now I'm speaking Igbo. But is English that I speak Queen's English. In fact, my diction, A1. I speak amazing, perfectly good English. And this is how I would talk like my freshman year in college. And I would talk, I would, be conversing with people, and then they'll be doing me, sorry, what did you say? Sorry, could you say that again? I didn't hear you. And I'm like, do you think all this super that you are speaking from your nose, you think I understand it too? But I'm not here doing I'm making an effort to understand what you're saying, because at the end of the day, I'm speaking English, you're speaking English. One thing about a lot of Americans I met when I first came here, they don't make effort to understand like something that is new to them. They don't make efforts. And that's a big culture shock for me. Because I feel like in Nigeria, if someone is new, like if there's a foreigner in your space, like we usually make effort to understand that person. Like obviously, yes, sometimes like you might not really know what's happening, but I feel like we would make effort to understand, especially if that person is speaking the same English that you're speaking. We'll calm down, we'll try and understand what they're saying, and most definitely will not be like That thing really annoyed me when I first moved here. Like it made me very conscious about my accent. Like I would ask somebody else maybe to order for me at a restaurant. Like I don't want to talk, and me, I'm a talkative, so it just made me very conscious. And that was like one of the big culture shock. I was like, it's not like I'm not speaking. Imagine if I now I don't know how to speak English now. Like it would have even been weirder. You get me?
All of us better get sense.
But so that was another like big culture shock. This next one was very hard for me adjusting to, and that was like confusion with classes. So there were things that we learned a certain kind of way in Nigeria that when I moved to America, it was taught in the school system was different. One of such things is like IUPAC naming system in chemistry. So anybody who has done chemistry or even just has a little bit of knowledge of chemistry, you've probably heard like carbon 4 oxide, right? So carbon 4 oxide is how we would name it in the IUPAC, naming system in the rest of the world. But America likes to do their own things differently. They just like to show that they are different. They won't be that bitch that's different. You get me? So they don't call it carbon 4 oxide. They would call it carbon dioxide. So they don't go by IUPAC naming system. And in chemistry, we learned IUPAC naming system. So I remember I would do homework assignments and actually get points docked off because I was not naming, not because I got it wrong, no, but because the way it's named is not how it's named in America. Even things like temperature, someone will be like, oh yeah, it's 60 degrees out today. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means that it's 60 degrees out today. Or is it all the times I would write, I would see the date, maybe it would be like, say the date says 3/5/2021. To me, in Nigeria, that means 3rd of May 2021. In America, that means 5th of March. Oh my God. So the fact that so many things like that are so different was so weird, kind of adjusting to it. I would catch myself sleeping. I would confuse assignment deadlines because the date format was different. So that was a bit of a culture shock for me. And last but not least, so that this video is not too long, is weather. Hey, luckily for me, when I came to America, I went to California, and California, it was not too bad. But when I moved to this St. Louis, you guys, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. In fact, this winter that I moved to St. Louis was the winter of polar vortex. I did not come out. I could not drive in snow. I had to call my friend, please come and drive me. I cannot drive in this snow. So that way, coming from a tropical country like Nigeria to a place that gets so chilly like this, trying to understand how to dress differently, what to do, learning how to use your car in a winter weather place. Those are some of just very weird culture shock things. But if you made it this far, thank you so much. What were some things that when you moved to America really confused you? What were some of your own culture shock things? And if you had things that were very similar to mine, what were they? Let us converse in the comment section. But as usual, I look forward to seeing you all next time, okay?